up, my lovely females? This is your boy Costa, your host for the evening. Behind me is Thomas Cub's house. Today is Thomas Cub's birthday, and this is Project X. Yo.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Out of My Mind, the podcast to declutter the mind and be good for the soul. I'm your host, like every night, Kathy, and today I have with me Samantha.
Hello, everybody.
AKA my sister, AKA my road dog, AKA my BFF,
Damn.
AKA everything in my life,
Damn.
AKA my life.
She went ham on that. It's me, guys. What's going on? I'm happy to be here. I'm very happy to be here.
Welcome to my podcast. I appreciate you for joining me today.
Of course.
You're my first guest, so
I'm happy to be here, like I said.
you're just doing it right now.
Yeah.
And I'm glad. Please tell us a little bit about yourself.
Obviously, I'm her older sister.
If y'all didn't know, now you know.
Now you know. We do have two older siblings, a brother and a sister, but we are the most closest. We went to elementary together, middle school, high school.
Fun fact, I made her move elementary schools for me.
She did. She really did.
I did.
I was sad about that, though.
I know, you were ready to thrive at that elementary school.
I really was. And then you
Mommy
made
was
me
like,
sick of-
nope.
Yeah, and I was like, really? Okay, it was horrible. But we've always had a tight relationship. We're only 3 years apart. Not bad. We've always been super close. I've always been the overprotective sister. Have to be.
And I'm shy.
Yeah, she's a little shy. Well, we're both shy, but you know, when you're the older sister, you want to protect your little sister and stuff like that, especially like in school and stuff like that, you know.
Very true. Very
You
true.
know, so
She came ready to.
well, anytime, I feel like that's a normal thing for big sisters. I feel like big sisters will definitely agree with me on that, for sure.
I feel like I can defend you too.
Yeah, you can defend
on
me. You
little-
definitely defend me, for sure.
Yeah, I go.
Yeah, you go.
I'll be ready. I'll be ready for somebody. I'll be ready to. What you say? Okay, we work together.
You do.
And people always say it's bad to work with family, but me and this girl right here,
We love it here.
we love it. You know why? Because we don't fight.
We don't.
Because we noticed as sisters that a lot of sisters don't.
Yeah, there's like, I always thought growing up that if you're a sibling, if you have a sibling, even if it's not sister and sister relationship, like brother, you're gonna be tight regardless. But as I got older, I started to notice that, damn, like some people are really not close with their sibling like that. And maybe because when you get older, you guys start like changing, you know, because you're getting older. Like when you are younger, you guys are like living together.
We
in a
weren't
home.
always close though.
No, we weren't. And when we're growing up, we weren't, because like,
Even though we shared a whole
you
room
know, in
together.
that teen age when you're like an older sister and you're, oh, annoying sibling, get out of here, because they want to hang out with the older cool kids. And like, I didn't let her in the beginning because like I had my friends, you know, you want to keep your circle of friends. And I was like, my little sister, she's so annoying. But once, I think, was it in high school, I started letting you hang out with me, right? Right? Yeah, I think because after she got out of a relationship,
Like always.
yeah, and I wasn't in a relationship, so I was like, this
We're
is so
never
fucking-
single at the same time though.
No, we're not.
Ever. It's either she gets dumped and then I'm in a relationship, or I get
Damn,
dumped
why do you
and
gotta
then
say that?
she's in a relationship. Whoa, you act
I
like
know.
you break up with
I
people.
know, we don't break up with people. People break up
We don't
with
break
us.
up with people. We're too
I'll
nice.
stay. I'll stay forever.
I'll stay. I'll be like, suffer.
I know. We have a hard time leaving because we love hard. Wait,
Dude.
we're
Okay,
sidetracking.
sorry, second.
But
Yeah. Sisters, back to the
Yes.
sisters. I don't know if you've noticed, but when I have a friend and they have a sibling, it's like not ever on the same level with a lot of things. I've noticed when people meet us, they're like, how are you guys so close?
Yeah.
Like, how are you guys so like,
Mm-hmm.
oh my God, like I wish I
I'm
had that
surprised,
relationship.
and I'm like, what do you mean so close? We're siblings.
I know,
We're
I'm like,
sister.
damn, are you
Are you
guys?
guys not close to your sisters? I'm sorry. Like, I love my sister. I'll do anything for her. Even my older sister, I'll do anything for her too. Like,
Dude, our sister
any of my
is
siblings,
like,
I'll do anything for them. We're just all close like that. You know what I mean? Our mom raised us to be close like that.
I feel like we always say that we're twins. We're
We
not.
are. But we are mentally.
Mentally, we're twins.
Like,
we're like literally the
We
same
catch
person.
ourselves like saying the same words at the same time. Like at work, they say like, "Oh my God, you guys are like
We're
twins,"
twins.
and I'm like, you know what? Maybe we are. I think we are.
What do you think is one flaw, or I guess negative connotation in a relationship when it comes to siblings? Like, what do you think is like the biggest thing?
I think it's when
Why-
we get older because you're changing. Because I feel like when you're younger, I mean, yeah, you have a little bickering fights
Yeah.
like younger kids have, but like once like you start moving out the house, like it gets like different.
Do you
because
feel
you start
like-
creating your own life outside of that family? You know?
I get that. So like, you feel like the past kind of like,
Are a little bit different, yeah.
but do you feel like a lot of siblings, they think like, oh, we're family, so we can stay in touch in like surface level way. Like, you know how
just like saying like texting once in
Yeah.
a while, making a call, like, hey, I just want to make sure you're good, but not super close. Like, we're doing everything together. We're hanging out all the time. Like, we're hanging out every day,
time.
like going to their house every single time. Like, we're that type of close. Like, yeah.
I mean, and I also think that even if we did, I mean, we had our moments growing up.
Yeah, we did for sure.
We
yeah.
would.
I think
tussle. It's fine. It happens.
We bypassed that. We came
Yeah.
to, like, as we got older, we're like, okay, like, we want a healthy relationship for ourselves, and this is what we want to do.
We like
I think
each other.
stuck to it for sure.
Sometimes.
Yeah, we did. I think it's normal. Yeah.
It's normal. It happens to siblings, but I feel like once you have that conversation, because I remember the exact conversation. You remember that conversation that we had, the one that really brought us really together that one time.
Yeah.
Because, messing up your older siblings' trust in you, it really, like, before you can go be friends with anybody else, I feel like people that have siblings, you get this. No, nothing against people being like the only child. I mean, like, cool, I guess, but siblings are more harder. But anyways,
yeah.
I feel like having siblings, like, it's kind of like you want that bond to hold on tighter. So whenever you do go out into the real world and you do make friends, you know what you're looking for in a friend. Because I feel like you find that in your siblings.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I call you my best friend, because I feel like even though we're sisters, we have that best friend relationship that I don't have to go and look for a best friend. Like, I already have it right here.
Like, okay, I don't know if you have this. I don't know if you've ever had this issue with girls, but like throwing the best friend word around.
I mean, that happened like in like.
I mean, yeah. Whenever we're like in elementary or like middle school, we're like, everybody's my best friend. Best friend for the rest of you. Best friend for life.
No, I had like in middle school, I had like 5 best.
Dude, I felt like everybody was my best friend.
Yeah.
I was like, do you want to be? You get a best friend. 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 But then when I got older and then I got into high school with you, and I started realizing that, like,
it's a different story.
Not every girl's looking out for you.
Yeah.
Let me tell you get a little bit older.
Well, I've always told you that, because like I'm the older sister, so I feel like I already gone through that, and I guess I had to like show you, like,
me and Samantha were very different in school.
Yeah, we were. I was just really quiet.
Samantha had her friends, but she had people that
everybody, like, I had my friends, and
but she had people that knew of her, and she also had her friends that she always
like my little tight clique.
Her tight clique was like 5 people.
Yeah. It was small.
The 5 was including one of her. Like, it was her and then like 4 other friends.
Yeah.
That's how tight.
I didn't like too much friends. I'm a very private person.
You've always been like that.
Yeah, I've always been like that.
You've always been super private, and everybody's always like, "Oh wow, like your sister doesn't really talk much." Even when I got to this job, people are like, "Whoa!" Even when I got to Jefferson, name shout out Jefferson.
Jefferson High School. Woo!
She graduated. Yeah, I feel like whenever we like are around a lot of people, they really could tell like we're so different, but we get along so well.
Yeah, for sure.
How different we are, but we're still relatable in a lot of sense of things.
Yeah, for sure, I agree.
And even our childhood, though, a lot of the shit we see differently.
Yeah, I know.
We don't see everything the same way. Like, you have your views on the situation, I have my views on the situation. I feel like, but that us being able to talk about it as siblings, I feel like that's what brings us a little bit more closer. That we both have our different opinions on a situation, but we're able to sit down and be like, oh damn, I didn't see it from that way. Like, I didn't see it from your perspective, you being the older sibling and me being the younger
we don't have to like and I think that's why siblings don't end up drifting apart, because
I
they can't have confrontation. They can't talk about stuff without arguing, getting mad, like fucking just going back and forth some petty shit. And it's not, and I don't think it's really worth it when it comes to siblings, because you only live one life. And I'm not saying you have to endure all the toxic behaviors, but definitely talk about it. You can definitely, a lot of people don't like confrontation. So that's why a lot of people are stuck in their ways and their relationship doesn't grow. So that's my view on that.
I definitely feel like whenever siblings, I feel like they have to pick a parent. You know what I mean?
Well, I see that.
I feel like siblings, I feel like if I did a poll and I asked siblings, like, you got to pick between your mom and your dad, who you're choosing. I know a lot of people ain't gonna say like other stuff that I think they're gonna say, but like, at the end of the day, I feel like a lot of siblings have to pick a parent, and then I feel like that's what drifts apart a siblings relationship, because parents.
Well, especially if there's like a divorce or parents are separated, that's the thing too.
Bingo.
That's a big point.
Let's bring a little bit of mental health into this real fast. So let's talk about like the little trauma thing real fast.
Okay.
So I feel like parents, they don't realize that them getting divorced really affects children in a sibling impact way, because the siblings feel like now we can't be close because our parents are showing us how to drift apart, and like we feel like we have to like go and choose whose house,
sides,
choose who we're gonna be around, choose this. And I feel like as siblings, like, we try so hard to be so close together, but at the end of the day, we've seen it in our our sibling relationship, like people pick sides, and it's
Yeah.
it's fine with that.
And I
but
see it out there even with friends.
even with friends, you go to somebody's house and
I
they're
see
like,
their situation. I'm like, and they're like divorced, and their parents are like separated, and so I can relate to them, and they like choose like sides, and I can see that it happens.
And siblings are like, oh, I can't. I feel like I can't trust you now because you're on dad's side or you're on mom's side. So I feel like I can't share a lot of the things.
And that's why the siblings end up drifting apart. That's the main reason why. Yeah.
There you go. There's a little quick tip of the day. One. Siblings is one that I feel like, we're sisters, so we get each other. But
yeah,
the friend aspect of it, and then finding friends in your 20s without being sisters, us finding our own friends, like separate. I feel like it's a little hard for us.
Well, for you, I feel like it's a little bit different because you've had if I'm honest, you've always had Catherine's good at having long relationships with friendships. I'm not, because if you fuck with me or I'm annoyed with you, you're getting cut off, blocked. Like, I'm that type of person. I can't.
She's Blockiana.
I know, I'm Blockiana. I just can't deal with it. I'm at a point in my life where I just can't, even though I'm not gonna say point, I've been like this my whole life. I just can't deal with people. I get annoyed.
That you just did.
Yeah, because I had to be honest. I'm like,
Yeah.
I've been like this my whole life. It's just, sometimes I get annoyed with people, if I'm honest with you. I get annoyed. That's something I have to work on, and that's what I've noticed. That's maybe why I don't have a lot of friends, because I cut people off too soon.
You don't like something about somebody, and you're just
I'm out. I get annoyed and I'm out. I'm like, nah, this bitch too much.
I gotta go.
It's too much.
So what'd you say? No, all right, cool. I'm gonna go.
Yeah, it's too much. But you're good because you're kind of like that too. But you give people a lot of chances, and that's why you have your groups from elementary school. You have your friends from elementary school, middle school. You kept a little bit from high school. Bitch, I ain't got not a damn one.
You're like, where they at?
I'm honest.
No,
but a lot of people are honest about that stuff.
No,
about
not
like
a lot of
having
people
no friends in your 20s.
But you've always told me that though. You've always told me like, oh, you stop giving people chances. As my older sister, and you seeing how I got treated as a friend too, as a friend aspect. You're like, stop being like,
and that's
a lot
another
of these
reason
girls
why.
are not really...
And that's what I saw too with your friendships. I'm like, damn, that's like. That was a second strike for her. She would have been out a long time ago.
Samantha's over here tallying it up.
I'm like, that was a second strike. She should have been out a long time ago. But Catherine definitely sees a different part of people, that she has a soft heart. You know what I'm saying? She definitely gives people some chances. And
can you get mad at me because I give people some chances too?
I used to, but now I'm like, you're an adult and you know what's right for you. So
like her instinct.
Because she's kind of a people pleaser, and I'm not gonna lie, I used to be a people pleaser as well. But
I'm working on it.
I've been to therapy. I took my therapy is a little word, everybody. But I did go to therapy, and that helped me stop being a people pleaser and see things in a different viewpoints. That's why I kind of cut off people, because some people can be toxic. They're out there, and I can't deal with that.
Do you feel like a lot of your friendships would have lasted if you didn't cut them off, or do you feel like it was meant to happen? Like your friendship, like you would never rekindle a lot of the old friendships that you've had.
There's a couple of friendships that I can say that it was definitely
like time to hang. Like it wasn't like
it was time to hang it up with them because they were toxic. But there's some friendships that I wish that I can rekindle with, because I feel like they deserved another chance. Because some people are not mature enough to know, like,
at that stage in our life. To
and like we're in high school. Like my long relationships were like middle school, high school. You know what I mean? Like the girls that I had friends with, and I feel like if I would have had a different viewpoint on the situation and not like attack them, because I'm an attacker. Like I want to go off on you already and like either block you or just go off on you. And I feel like that's not a mature way to do. And as I get older, I'm like, I really messed up some relationships because I could have been more mature about the situation instead of I could have communicated my feelings instead of cutting them off or trying to curse somebody out. It's not the way to do it.
Accountability.
Look at us.
I know. Look at us. I definitely I'd be rooting for girls. Like I'm a girl. Like I'd be like, oh my god,
I'm a girl's girl too though. But
you've always been like. But have you noticed with your side of your friendships and mine?
Yeah, I'm a little bit more aggressive though. So,
but I'm not aggressive, so I feel like I'm not.
That's why people.
I shut down, and I just like when I get
confront the situation.
I don't confront situations. I'll just totally go ghost on somebody. I don't care to confront somebody about it. I feel like it's like
chance after chance after chance, then ghost finally.
You finally do something to me that like really gets me to that point.
Like you're like 5 strikes. I'm like, god damn.
I know, you're like
strikes.
Samantha's in the room like with the chalk and by everybody's name. Like,
oh like this hoe should have been gone a long time ago.
You're like, damn, you're still here, girl. Oh my god, yeah.
But that's one of your
that was one of my very difficult things of giving people way too many strikes when it came to friendships, because I see the good in people a lot, and I give people the benefit of the doubt. You could do me so dirty and I can still talk highly of you.
Yeah, you are like that. Yeah,
you can do me so dirty and I can still walk around and be like, they were a good person, like, but we fell out. Like, I felt like I've never talked so bad about somebody to the point like we fell out over some craziness. No, we fell out just because like I noticed that I stopped putting the effort in and you didn't really care anymore.
Yeah.
So like we just fell out.
Yeah.
And then I feel like a lot of the people don't really take accountability, and they'd be like, oh no, we fell out because of this. No, we fell out because that one person stopped reaching out.
Yeah.
And you didn't feel the need, and your
agree.
ego was hurt.
Because you
got some ego boost from a friend. You can still get ego boost from friends. I don't care what anybody says. It's not just relationships. Like, you're not just getting fed off because you're looking for somebody. I feel like
for validation. You need that validation for sure.
I feel like friends still give you that validation. So I feel like if your friend's not checking up on you or doing this or doing that or whatever the case is, and they don't check up on you or not texting you, I feel like people get upset and they'd be like, oh no, we fell out because like she was talking shit about me, or we fell out because like, I'm like, stop lying.
Like, this is so crazy.
I have some crazy story that you never heard. I'm like, no.
Did I really do that?
I just stopped being the one to reach out.
Yeah.
And you wasn't giving me the same energy back.
Yeah.
So now that I know that.
And that's why, a lot of relations don't work out too. It's like, you gotta match energy. Like, if you're gonna be a supportive friend, I need you to be a supportive friend. So it's equal. Like, I feel like it's like regular like relationships.
I give people the same energy they always give me. I'm quick to give somebody the same energy.
You have to these times.
These times, you can't even be like, everybody's my friend. No, because the next person's gonna stab you right in the back, and you have no fucking clue.
And people be going through their own shit too. So it's like,
and I feel like nobody has the human decency to actually give a shit about somebody.
Nah, everybody be going through their own shit. This world's crazy, to be honest. Yeah,
there's a good point to be selfish, and there's a good point to unselfish yourself.
And that's when people have to like take accountability and actually get mature mentally, and they don't. So you're never gonna understand that. They like, a lot of people don't like to take accountability.
I feel like a lot of people would be like, oh, I never need closure to that. And I feel like a lot of situations,
like, I've been wrong in a lot of situations.
I know I've been wrong in a lot of situations.
I've done my work. I've done my healing. I've done everything. That's why I have this on my Instagram and my TikTok.
Because guess what? She healed, baby.
Namaste. Is that what it means? Namaste, when like
wait,
peaceful?
What do you mean?
That means like peaceful.
Do you have this girl or you have?
I have this girl.
I have this girl in my bio.
Okay.
That's my lady. I be going. I be like sending her vibes everywhere.
Always.
Anytime that I'm like, do this. I don't got time to talk. Just do this. Meditation.
Just chill. Yeah.
But we're trying now. We had our moments in our lives where we had friends, and then we went off the surface of the face, like the face of the earth.
Because when you get into relationships, I think that's every girl. You
do the same thing.
I think I was about to say every girl. Hold on, damn, you saw.
I'm quick to check, so I'm like,
check me. Hold on, I said I think every girl does that when they get into a relationship. They end up not cutting off their friends. Yeah,
continue.
Not cutting off their friends, but I just feel like they don't really hang out with them as more, because you're getting into a new relationship, and when you get into a new relationship, you want to spend time with that person, like the person you just got into a relationship with. Spend time with them, get to know them better. And like, you know what I mean? So that takes time from you hanging out with your friends, and some friends take that as like,
relationship is a full-time job, people.
Relationship is a full-time job, exactly. And some people don't understand that. So I get both sides, the friend side and the person that's in the relationship side, because you can make time for people that you love. And I always make time for people that I love, because I feel like no matter if I am in a relationship, like, I need to make time for people that I love, my friends that I do have, and like my siblings, my mom, like you know what I'm saying? I feel like it's important. So people just don't know the balance between that.
I didn't know the balance. I never know the balance, because guys that I get with just want to be like, boy, you want to be honest. Guys just want attention. They're attention freaks. They want their attention all on you. You can't lie. Don't sit here and be like, guys don't want attention all the time. No, you're in a relationship, a guy wants to be babied.
Yeah.
Guys want to be babied when they get a girlfriend. I don't want to hear that. Guys watching this and be like, Catherine, shut up. No, I'm right.
Yeah, I believe that. That's true.
They want to be babied. They want attention. They want to be like, oh my God, like, you're the king of the world, and they want to be praised and all that. I'm like, dude, I gotta go to work, and I gotta like do a whole bunch of other stuff. Like,
like, you have a life too outside the relationship.
Yes, and I didn't. And I get. I always felt like they always think like, I mean, this is what I'm just observing.
Like, you can't be alone. Because some people think that, like, when you jump from a relationship, like, this girl just can't be alone.
Yeah, like, oh my God.
I think that, I'm not going to lie,
she's always in a long relationship. Like, she's always with a guy. Like, she's always with somebody. But I was like, nah, like, if you really knew the background story of why our things is not like we're jumping from relationship to relationship. We're jumping from long relationships to another long-term relationship. And it's not like we jump into another relationship like we're talking to somebody. No,
I didn't mean it like that, but I mean, like, I should, like...
You just got to clarify, because some people are going to be like, oh my God, she's...
No, but I think it's more better to be honest, though, because I feel like I did, and
I did the same thing.
But it's, like, long, like you said.
Yours was 8, mine was 6.
Yeah, that's crazy. Like, I feel like low-key, like, I should just, like, you should, like, love yourself, get to know yourself. You're so young. Like,
dude,
I feel
this
like you
era
don't
that I have right now,
Mm-hmm.
I'm holding on to it like a chokehold right now. Mm-hmm. I'm like, single era forever.
Yeah.
I love it.
Especially at this age, like, I'm not saying I want to be single, but, like...
No, you're happily...
I'm good in a relationship.
Yeah.
I'm saying, like, some people, like, would like to get to know themselves a little bit more better. You know what I mean?
It's definitely weird for me now.
Mm-hmm.
Because I feel like when I was single, when
actually,
we were growing up...
Yeah. You're so used
I was
to
always
that,
going home to you, and I was always just like, oh, I'm broken up.
Yeah.
My sister saved me and picked me up. Oh my God, let's go out.
I know, yeah.
Like, she used to, like, be there. But now that I am an adult and I do live by myself and I'm, like, not with you all the time, I feel like I'm like, but my sister came to the rescue, bro.
I did. That's what sisters are for.
She's so fast with it, too.
Mm-hmm.
I literally, like, felt like Jesus came down and saved me.
For sure.
I was like, oh my God.
I'm your savior. I'm your savior.
That's literally how I felt. Like, anytime my sister comes to my rescue, it's just like, yeah, I'm not really worried about it. I feel like my sister has, even in friendships, my sister set very high expectations for me as a friend.
Yeah, for sure. Because I feel like
I look at other girls, I expect them to treat me how you treat me.
Oh, you can't have.
Man,
there's not a lot of me out there. There's only one.
Hey, and I'll try. Listen, I'm trying to keep you in the box. Listen, I'll be nervous sometimes because girls will be like, "Oh, do you think I'm your best friend?" I'm like,
I didn't know people still say that.
I didn't know people say
that. Wow. I didn't know best friends were a thing.
I didn't know you still throw that shit out
when
there.
When you're in your 20s. I thought that was like high school.
I don't consider girls my best friends.
I just think I'm hanging out with my girlfriends. I'm out with my friends. I'm out with we're not acquaintances.
Like, my best friend.
Yeah, you're my best friend.
That's the only time I'll ever throw out best friend word. Best friend. I think we're like SpongeBob and Patrick. What? What does that mean? No, you always think when I reference stuff that I'm being mean. You always, all the time. Every time I reference like a cartoon, she always thinks like, why am I always have to be the dumb one? You never have to be the dumb one. Never. SpongeBob is dumb as hell. It makes no sense half the time.
I'm dying. Okay. I'm crying. Why was that so funny to me?
Because I think you think about every other time that I compared us to something.
I did.
I'm so quick to be like,
you are.
Oh my God,
Oh my God.
Oh God. Okay.
I still like how she puts me on the spot like that. Like, damn. No, I do not have a couple of friends. I mean, I talk to people because then I feel like people are like, on your TikTok or whatever you post, like you hang out with people. Like I feel like then I'm
okay. So you hang out with people doesn't mean they're your friends.
Yeah, I just hang out with people. That's it.
There's a difference. I feel like people don't get it. There's acquaintances.
There's people you go out drinking with.
Yeah, there's like, and then there's your friend.
The friend that you call, like the friend that you can like
go like to, yo, like
in that's supportive, like that type of friend, not like the people you go out drinking with and party with. I feel like that's a type of different friend.
I don't feel like I have friends. Can I be honest?
No. You don't?
You don't want me to be honest?
No, I want you to. No, I was like, no, really? Like, you don't have it?
No. I don't consider my friends that I hang around with friends anymore.
Why?
I consider them like family.
Oh, okay. I love that. Oh, sweet. I thought you meant like you really hated your friends or something.
No, they're probably. Damn. I know they're probably gonna watch. Fuck this bitch.
I was like, damn, but what about
that's rude? I know. Look at all these people that are supporting you and stuff. Like,
I know.
Okay,
I get that. I love that though.
I would not give them the flowers.
I think by the time, because you had long relationship with these friends, so I feel like they hit
family
the mark
now.
of family.
They hit.
Yeah.
Like Fast
no, that's nice. I get that though, because
Fast and
I feel like you.
Diesel and all
it's like a different type of bond. It's not just friend. It goes deeper.
You know, all my friends. Samantha used to hang out with me and all my friends. Drive us around.
Yeah, but now I'm getting a little bit older now.
Stop thinking you're a grandma.
I'm not a grandma. I'm just about to turn 24.
No, this is what she thinks. She's been saying this ever because her birthday's coming up, guys. Yay! Cancer season.
I can't with this.
No. Pisces, Cancer, water signs. The best signs you could ever find on the
Absolutely.
chart thingy. I don't know what it's called right now. Can't.
Astrology chart. I don't know. I'm not really I'm not super into
Listen,
it.
I'm not looking into other people. So
Yeah, I'm only into it. I want to know what's going on.
I'm so.
I don't care. Oh god.
Like if I know you're like at least my sign or a water sign. Like if I like my friends' signs, I know their signs.
The only signs I care about is the person I'm dating.
What is he, a Virgo?
Yeah, he's a Virgo.
They don't
He's
get
emotionalist.
Monday. The video will get released
On Wednesday. Oh my god.
We're done. All right. You know how to play truth or drink?
Yes, I do.
Very self-explanatory. You either tell
Yes.
the truth or you drink your drink.
Absolutely.
Or you can just tell the truth and be an honest person and do the right thing.
I love being an honest person. Gotta keep it real.
All right.
All right, hit me with it.
Whole thing is, I ask one question, you ask me another question, keep going,
Fine.
and then...
Should we just go off down, and we don't want to keep on looking for something?
Yeah, that's stupid. Why would you keep looking?
So we'll just go down from what I go first? Okay.
Yeah, the oldest.
What's the worst date you've been on?
Oh, this kid took me to go see his mom on the first day. That's weird.
Whoa, that's too soon.
Yeah, that's too
What
soon.
the hell? That's very soon. Wow. Yeah.
This is like a while ago, though. Like when
Yeah.
I worked at HUC.
Yeah, that's too much. Oh my god. He really wanted you to meet his mom that bad from the first date.
Listen, the mamas love me. Listen, what can I say? The mamas love me. Why wouldn't they? Yeah, he took me. I thought that was stupid. I didn't go.
I drank a little bit, but I still wanted some because I wanted to crunch.
I mean,
my
you're
thirst.
quenching your thirst. That's fine.
Okay. Cool.
But I mean, yeah, that was. I think that was.
Wow.
I've never been like on a shitty date, like an actual like. But that was weird. And then I was just like honest about it, and I was like, "Don't you think that's kind of weird? You want to meet your mom?" I'm like,
At least you're honest though.
and then he was just like, "I mean, yeah."
Wait, did you went along with it?
No.
Oh, okay.
We didn't even leave the fucking parking lot.
Oh, good. I was like, okay, good. I was like, oh my god.
He was like, "So where you want to go?" He's like, "I gotta stop by my mom's place first." And I was just like, "Before we go on our date, like, can you just do that after?
Absolutely
Go handle your
not.
stuff." Absolutely
What the
not,
hell?
dude. So
That's
what?
good.
Then you can like tell me about your mom. Like, you're
Yeah.
such great with your mom.
Yeah, too soon. Yeah, too soon, buddy.
And then that's when the other guy came and scooped me. He didn't take me to go meet his mom. He took me to go hang out like an actual
That's a good
human person.
That's a good date. Yeah, you don't want to meet the mom on the first date. That's a little,
No, that's
a little too soon,
weird.
buddy.
I'm like, dude, what if I don't like your mom? I
Yeah.
don't like a lot of moms.
Oh wow.
Well, you want to be honest?
I love the honesty. I'm
not gonna like everybody I meet.
No, I get that. You're not. I mean, yeah, I get that.
I'm not gonna be like I'll be nice and respectful, but I'm not
Mhm.
gonna be like
Up their ass and trying to
I already
kiss their
tried
ass
that
and shit.
and too many times and it didn't work
Mhm.
out.
I get it.
What do you say whenever you talk to yourself in the mirror?
I don't even think I talk to myself in the mirror.
You don't look at yourself feel like you're a go-getter.
I mean, I look at when I get out of the shower, I look at my hair like, damn, that's fat. But I don't really look in the mirror and talk to myself. Maybe do a little twerk in the mirror and shit, but nothing too. I don't really talk. Well, for motivation and
Yeah,
shit. No, I don't do that.
You don't wake up in the
Everybody
morning.
screaming in the mirror, "You're a fucking all-star!" Like, what the hell? But I get it. Some people do that because it's
Yeah,
motivating,
it's like a
right? I get it, but I personally, I don't do that. So.
I don't look at myself in the mirror.
But
and
you say, inspiring
affirmations,
stuff,
But I say
affirmations, yeah.
when I'm journaling or something.
Yeah,
like
I get that.
But in the mirror, look at yourself.
Yeah. You're fucking great. You're fucking awesome. You're gonna be an all-star day. Oh my god, no.
Go fucking have a great week, girl.
I think I have seen that in movies though.
Wolf of Wall Street.
Yeah.
He's nuts. Here you go.
Alright.
Leonardo DiCaprio. Good movie. If you never watched it, watch it.
Who was your first celebrity? Sorry. Who was your first celebrity crush, and what attracted you to them?
Mac Miller.
That was your first celebrity crush?
Absolutely.
Okay, so what attracted you to them? What made him attractive?
His just out of youngins.
Yeah.
He kind of reminded me of like one of her
I get that.
boyfriends.
Yeah.
But then I started like getting into him, and I was just like, oh, like he's actually a beautiful soul, and oh my god, I love him.
For sure.
And then after that, I just listened to him all the way through like middle school. So
Yeah, that's always been your guy for sure.
yeah, he's always been my guy. So shout out to Mackie Baby. R.I.P. to him. Love him. Yeah. Hey, he has the same birthday as Anthony.
Oh, he does.
He's a brother.
Oh wow.
Look at that. Yeah.
That's cool.
I don't know if I know the answer to this. I probably do though, but I probably don't.
I'm scared.
What's the most illegal thing you've ever done in your life?
Illegal? I think when we were in New York. Remember when we had to jump over that fence and my leggings broke? We had to jump over the gate.
That's what I was thinking about.
Chasing after us.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking about.
Yeah. When we were growing up, that was
because
the
we
best
never
time ever.
like we did illegal stuff, but we never got like. It's
or
not
maybe
like
when we went to the races with Relly and we had to like run down that thing. I think you almost fell.
oh yeah,
remember
I broke my ankle. Yeah,
hill?
and then Relly had to come grab me.
Yeah.
Stuck on my sandal got stuck.
It was a big hill and the cops were coming.
Was it on
like
the causeway?
Yeah, it was a causeway. There was like the races and stuff like
Mhm.
that, and then the cops are coming to shut it down, and then Relly's like, run, and then
Everybody started running.
everybody's running, and then we had his car was at the end of the hill, and we had to run down the hill.
Guess what? Only
and you're
one
wearing
door.
chancletas. I was wearing chancletas.
And I got my chancleta got stuck in the sand.
It was a fucking mess.
It was a horrible mess.
So maybe those 2 times probably, because those were when cops were involved, I guess.
Yeah.
Let's see what's next. Look at the one, because I was like, I thought it was something different, and I read it too fast. I'm fucking slow.
Oh yeah, I get that. But no, yeah, I've done that before where it became inappropriate. Yeah, real fast.
I get that.
But I ain't the one to initiate none.
Okay.
You heard me here. They be looking, and I'd be like, "You look good."
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I'd be like, "Spit something, baby, sing for me." I'd be like, "Try outside this weekend, figure it out."
Absolutely.
I don't know what you're gonna do, but have you ever ditched someone on the first date?
Wait, what?
Have you ever ditched someone on the first date?
Oh, yes.
I know you have.
I did.
You left in the middle of one.
I left in the movie theaters, you remember? I left with the... Oh, my God. You were there that day, I think.
I was, because we went to the bathroom and never came back.
Yeah, that was my excuse to leave. Was it at Citrus? Citrus Park Mall? Movie theaters?
Movie theaters, as always, you go buy a movie ticket. Go
Buy a movie ticket.
You just go buy
with your date.
a boy asks you and he has to pay for it. You never pay for the movie ticket.
Yeah.
That's rule Citrus 101.
Mhm.
The guy asks you to go to the movies, and then you ask your parent afterwards if you can go to
Yeah.
the movies. Hey, Ma, I was real
Why
late.
did I even leave?
He was weird, and
Oh, he
we were. You know what movie we were watching with Dia, and he wasn't even laughing.
Oh, yeah. He was just weird.
He gave us the ick.
Yeah.
He gave me the ick, and I wasn't even on a date with him. I was just like,
He gave me
"You're not
the-
laughing at this?
It was
You're
just...
trying to get with my sister and trying to kiss all over her when her little sister's here, bro? Are you serious? No, this is an ick. We gotta go."
Yeah, no, it was too much.
And if I tell my sister we gotta go, we're going.
Oh, yeah, we're like, we gotta go to the bathroom. Never. I didn't really feel
Samantha's
bad.
quick to be like, "Mom?"
I'll be down to make a fake phone call just to get out of situations. I do not care.
I know,
I'm
no fucks given.
You need me to come over there right now? Even though there's nobody on their line.
You need me to go rescue you?
And they're like, okay,
I'll
go
go save
ahead.
the world if you need me to.
I know,
I'm
'cause
not
I would
busy.
get my... Yes, maybe I'm not honest. Maybe I have to do some stuff in life,
Hey,
but
you gotta get out of some weird
situations
situations
sometimes. Yeah, it's uncomfortable, bro.
Remember that boy that rode his bike to come give you a charger?
That was the same kid that I went on the date with.
Oh, it was. That was
It
the same
was.
thing. Oh, and then he said that weird thing.
Oh my God, don't even repeat it.
I know, I'm not gonna repeat it because that was
Oh
weird.
my God, I got trauma. I think I cut him off after that.
Yeah, you did because you found out what it was, and then you're like, you asked, "Yami, what does this mean?"
Mm-hmm.
And then
I think it
Yami's
was
like,
part of a song too.
"It was this 21 Savage song."
It was. All right. I was like, you need to go. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Okay.
You gotta go.
Next.
Next caller.
All right, let's see. We need something. Ooh. Oh, okay.
You can ask whatever type of question you want.
Would
Just
you
kidding.
rather cheat on your partner or help your BFF cheat on theirs?
Tell my BFF cheat on theirs.
She's like, I ain't going down.
I ain't going down. I ain't a cheater.
I'm not a cheater either.
I can't be a cheater. I'm not a cheater. I can't do it. It's not in my blood. I get the ick if a guy knows that I'm in a relationship and he tries to hit on me.
Mm-hmm.
That gives me the ick. Like, you don't have that much. You don't got respect.
Yeah, I get that.
You're a little weird, bro.
Yeah, some guys don't care though. They'll go after it.
I care.
I know. That's good that you care though, because you're the one in the relationship. I don't think they have to care because they're like not in the relationship.
I
so
know they're like, ooh, let me get this girl. She look good.
what's up, baby? Let me get that number. I know.
They,
They be
I
doing
know.
too
Oh my
much.
god, the DMs that I used to get. I mean, I
I think
still get them. I've had the most weirdest comments in my DMs.
Riley doesn't even go through my DMs. I don't think so.
Oh, he does it?
He did one time, and he unfollowed a lot of people, and then
Yeah, he got his feelings hurt, right?
yeah, and then I
Guys
think he
get
got
their feelings hurt.
traumatized, and he never went through them again.
I mean, guys should never go through a girl's DMs.
I was like, I don't respond. They're just there.
They're
Hello.
just there. What is one
Hello.
thing you're glad your parents don't know about you? I should know now.
Not if I drink this drink. But let me see. That they don't know about me?
That they don't know about you. That you're actually glad they don't know about you.
That I'm actually Batman. I'm gonna drink this one because I don't need to
Vegas.
know. Sometimes you can keep a little bit secrets from your parents. They ain't gotta know everything. They just gotta know.
She's Batman at night, guys.
I am Batman at night. Oh, I'm playing the platypus.
Agent Panda.
I'm Agent Panda.
I'm Perry the Platypus.
No, Agent also.
Oh, yeah.
That's cute. Okay. My turn. I'm gonna drink to this because I'm not, yeah.
I'm Perry the Platypus at night. Put a hat on.
When was the last time you ugly cried in your room where no one could hear you, bawling your eyes out?
Yesterday.
Oh, wow. That was so recent. I'm sorry.
Last week.
Last week.
Sometime last week. I know that for sure.
I get it. I like surprise.
I do it like once a week. It's a good energy cleanser.
Once a week? I do it like every day.
Why are you trying to cry? Oh, that ain't ugly cry.
Oh, not ugly cry. Oh, yeah, like the bawling.
You know when
the bawling on the floor. Okay, I haven't done one of those in a minute. Like,
oh, bawling on the floor. I do that like once a week. It's good.
once a week to let all the emotions out, all the energy, you know what I mean?
That energy that I get throughout the week.
I get it. That's a good way to let your emotions out, though. For
I
sure.
cry. I don't care.
I love to cry. I don't care what no one. If you're against crying, then you have some issues.
Okay, no names. I'm not gonna name shout this person out, but I had a guy that like was opening up to me a little bit, and he was crying, and he was like getting upset because he was making himself like he was crying, and I was like,
I know a lot of guys do. They get mad.
I'm like, why are you
crying? Yeah.
They're like, hold on, and I'm like, why are you mad? I feel like I'd be therapying some guys sometimes.
Yeah,
I'd be like sitting there, and I'd be like, bro, like, what's really going on? You ain't. I'm like, you ain't a player.
It's weird
you know
how
that.
we get into people's head and they start telling everything. They just start going on, on about all their secrets. I'm like, I just met you.
I'd be scared. Like, trauma dump 101.
I know. They just automatically start trauma dumping on you.
Did it turn off?
No, it didn't. Mine's sitting here.
Oh, but yeah, he was like crying and like getting all mad, and it gave me like the ick because I was like, why are you getting mad?
I'm getting mad because I'm crying. Trying to wreck your Ralph and shit. Like, dude, it's
I'm
okay
like,
to
relax
cry.
the Hulk.
Calm down.
I'm like, it's not ever that serious, bro. Guys can cry. It's not a big deal.
I don't know why they show guys that they can't have emotion. Like, it's not a normal human
By the way,
thing.
June is mental health, Men's Mental Health Awareness Month, if nobody knew that. So if you're a guy and you don't like talking, you should talk, actually, and go see a therapist and actually get your feelings out and stop trying to be so hard.
Just cry. It's okay to cry.
It's okay to cry. You don't have to be a gangster all the time.
I know. And a cool guy. You want to be
okay to be cool. It's literally okay to be cool. Like, it's okay to have feelings. It's okay to, like, I feel like society sets everybody up to be like, you gotta be like so hard and you gotta do all this.
Mostly
like,
the guys, yeah, like to be all tough and like.
Some of the girls are getting like that too.
Yeah.
Some of the girls are getting real hard and they're getting like real like. I'm like, girl, you know you ain't really living like that.
Yeah.
You know you live. You know you fake. You know you faking all that. You don't really gotta act that hard. Like, you know that's.
Yeah,
not
they be acting like they don't have emotions and stuff.
Yeah, like come on,
like
girl.
it's okay. Everybody cries. Everybody
I don't
goes
care.
through
I'm
things.
a hopeless romantic. I love love. I'm a lover girl. I be crying once a week. I be journaling.
Mm-hmm.
Therapy's awesome. Try it out sometime.
Yeah, to be honest, I think it's good to just...
I mean, like, I don't feel like... Sorry, I get really upset about that topic.
No, I get it too because I don't understand why guys
I feel like a lot of the people that I'm hanging out with now, they're like, wow, I see like a shift in you. And I'm like, dude, because I'm trying to... Whoever is surrounding my circle, I want to give you that energy that I have myself. Because I can't be around people that try to act too cool to hang around with. Like, you know, like, I call them Hollywoods. Like, you try to act like too better than me or too... Oh, I don't really talk about I'm better than... I do my own, like... Okay, Lone Wolf.
Yeah.
That's going to keep you in survival mode for I don't know how long, but you can go ahead and keep doing that because I don't want to be around that energy anymore.
I agree, yeah.
I'm tired of trying to survive. Debbie Downers and always trying to make it seem like, oh, well, I'm not going to cry. I'm not going to do that. I'm like, okay, don't talk about your feelings then. Be angry for the rest of your life. Yeah. Be angry for the rest of your life and be mad about it.
And that's why they end up being so angry and having outbursts.
That's why you have a victim mentality.
Yeah.
You're welcome. I'm not going to ask you.
You're welcome. What is it? Your face made your face.
Yeah. You know my face tells it all. Tells the story. Who has made you cry the most? Truth or drink?
Like for what?
In general.
Anybody?
Who's made you cry the hardest in your entire existence?
Like a lot of people make me cry. I don't drink to it. No, I'm just gonna admit it. Everybody makes me cry. Let's take a little drink for that. Everybody makes me fucking cry, dude.
Everybody cries, bro.
Everybody cries. Fuck off.
Fuck you.
God.
If you don't cry, go get psychologically evaluated and then go figure out what's going on with you. Because if you don't cry, I don't know what's wrong with you then. Everybody cries. Everybody has emotions. Everybody goes through stuff. I hate when people try to flaunt like they're so much better than people, that they don't have emotions, that they're thugging it through life. Like, if I'm having a bad day, I'm going to have a bad day. I'm going to be honest about it.
Yeah.
You know what happened today? I had a bad day.
Yeah.
I told you as soon as you walked in my house.
Yeah, you did.
It's
okay to have a bad day.
Yeah, it's okay to have a bad day. It's okay to not.
But just don't make it your life. Don't make it your life. Don't make like.
I love the 5-minute rule. The 5-minute rule. You have 5 minutes to be sad, bitch, moan, complain, do anything you want in 5 minutes. After that 5 minutes, figure out your solution.
Yeah, don't let it become your whole day. Don't let it ruin your whole day. I feel like people let that shit consume them. You know what I mean?
I used to let it consume me. I used to let it eat me up.
I know you did.
Yep. Know it. I used to be negative Nancy. Victim mentality.
What is your greatest fear when it comes to relationships?
It happens all the time, getting broken up with and losing some money.
Yeah, that is I get that.
My biggest fear is always, we're about to get serious. It's about to hit you. I'm about to give it to you real hard.
Give it to me.
All right. I feel like every time I invest my time into somebody and I feel like I do so much good things and I feel like I'm like conquering the world with this person and I feel like we're doing so good, we're doing awesome, we're doing all these great things, like we're moving up, we're doing this, and then right at the peak where I feel like, yeah, we might be struggling, but we're coming out of it, like we're doing good, like then like they just get tired of me. My thing is my biggest fear is when people get bored of me.
Yeah.
I don't like when people get bored of me.
I think about that sometimes often too.
And one thing I always repeat to people is I have respect for a lot of the people that leave me just because I was like, all right, you got bored of me. I get it.
Because some people will be bored of you, but they'll stay with you to keep you around so no one else can have you.
And I'm like, all right, cool, you're bored of me. But one thing I don't tolerate is when guys come back to me.
Yeah.
I treat you like you're...
Yeah, there's no coming back. You know, no, I don't ever let no one else come back from the past.
There's no spinning the block on this corner.
Absolutely not. You have to... I feel like people like that, allow people like that really hurt them in the past, allow them back in their life. Like,
I feel like you've always known me as like...
Yeah.
Every time I've gotten hurt, I feel like, of all people, I've never been left in the same place. My mindset has never stayed in the same place, ever. I always have to, like,
reinvent yourself.
I feel like I always got to rebirth myself every time something happens to me.
Well, I agree, because it's kind of like a traumatic moment, because, like, especially if you're with somebody for a long time.
And you know that
you're detaching away from them, and you invest so much in them.
And I feel like it's like when you're in a relationship, you're in a routine.
Yeah, for sure.
My favorite thing to think about a relationship is like a Rubik's Cube. Like you're constantly going like this, constantly changing all the time. And when you finally think you're about to get it, somebody ends up fucking it up and like doing it all over again. Like you gotta keep going.
That's why people always say relationships are a lot of work, just like marriage, relationships. Yeah. Like it's a lot of work because there's just like so many, like there's just so many things that come to play.
But I think I've always been intrigued in the mind and seeing how relationships work out, that I love love so much that I always feel like I can never hate love.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
Like I can always say like, oh, I'll never get in a relationship. I'll never do this. I'll never do that.
You just say it. You're a lover girl. I just say I'm a lover girl at heart.
I love love.
So am I. That's why I feel like I like to be in a relationship, and I love love.
I love being in love. I love taking care of. I love taking care of a guy.
Some people don't admit it because they want to be all hard and chill. But like
they want to be like a girl. I like when a guy takes care of me. I'm like, nah. I'm quick to be like, yo, I'll take care of you, but not like take care of you to like
all the way. But I feel like it should be like balance. That you should be taking it. They both should be taking care of each other. You know what I mean? There shouldn't be more. The other person doing more than the other, you know what I mean? I feel like it always should be a balance in the relationship.
Absolutely.
But I'm glad we're being so like authentic and realistic, because I feel like people are just like always trying to act all hard and stuff. So
every girl I hangs out with is like, oh, I want a guy to take care of me. Like I want a guy to do this, and I'm like, girl, I don't. Personally, for me, like, and I feel like that's why a lot of girls they get stuck on that. I'm gonna call it a little girl mentality. It is what it is, because at the end of the day, if you don't get out of that mentality that a man is supposed to take care of you for the rest of your life, what are you doing?
Yep. You gotta have your
Not
own shit.
everything is gonna be 50-50. I learned it the hard way, man. I've seen that in a lot of relationships, friendships, my mother's relationships, parents' relationships, siblings, everything in life is a 50-50. It's not always gonna be that way. Somebody's gonna give you 20, you gotta put the rest in. Somebody's gonna do this, and you're gonna have to put the rest. Like, you're gonna have to do shit that you don't want to do sometimes, and you're gonna have to sacrifice a lot of stuff.
But yeah, that's what's about relationships.
But I feel like a lot of girls be like, I want to be a queen, and I want to kick my feet up, and I want to do shit. Like, I'm sorry, girl. I'm a work. I'm gonna work for what I want, and I'm gonna work for a relationship, and I'm not gonna be
because no one owes you anything. At the end of the day, no one owes you anything. Not your family, not your partner, not nobody. You gotta get it on your motherfucking own.
Taught that shit.
But that's what mommy always taught us. We make sure we always
shout out to mama.
Shout out to my mama.
Shout out to Mama Dukes.
But definitely always get it on your own. That's being independent, queen.
We've always been taught nobody owes us anything in this world. We come in this world alone, we're gonna die in this world alone.
Mommy always said that.
Mommy always said that from the moment.
But I feel like that's good. But it was like tough love, but definitely really helped me to be strong.
We definitely grew up with a lot of tough love, but I feel like that's what, whenever we get with, all right, I'm about to say it, a lot of people are gonna watch it and be like,
I don't really care what other people
really
gotta think or say, because you're being authentic right now.
I feel like when I'm in a relationship, and you're probably not gonna be like, no, don't bring this topic up.
Go ahead, but you're being real though, so.
I feel like in relationships, as women, we've always been real masculine. And to be able to grab stuff and own up to it, and like really like grabs on, like if a guy's lagging, we're gonna pick up that weight.
Yeah, and I feel like that kind of like a
it's a man thing. It's guys feel
like
it's an ego.
It's kind of a bad thing for us though too, because like that's why we're so independent sometimes. That's why it takes away from people taking care of us.
It's bad to be independent. It's too bad to be independent sometimes.
Yeah, exactly. And I feel like some of the, like, we kind of struggle with that, being too independent.
Somebody told me one time, they're like, girl, why don't you ever let guys pay for your stuff? That shit ate me. I was like this. I was like, girl, because I don't like a guy holding anything over my head. I can't have a guy to walk around and be like.
It's so crazy that you just said this, because if I'm being real with you, like that, I don't like that with relationships. When some, like, they're doing something for you and they try to put it like over your head, like, but I'm doing this for you, and that makes me not want to be with you no more, bro.
It gives me the ick.
Yeah.
That's why I always feel like
makes you look less of them, because like now I really don't want to do it. If you're gonna put this on my face the whole time, now
I'm gonna go get it 10 times more harder.
Yeah, that's why I like to get my own.
I feel like if you're rubbing stuff in my face, now I'm gonna fuck whatever you got me. Now I'm gonna go get something 10 times harder so I can replace what you got me, so you can't say that you got that from me ever again.
Absolutely.
And I've done that again and again and again, and I feel like I will continue to do it, because even though guys be like, oh, like you're too, I've talked to numerous guys. As friends level, not even like getting in a relationship, and a lot of guys have told me like you're very like you're so in, like I don't even let guys drive me around anywhere. That's how independent I am. I don't want to get in a car with a guy that I don't know. I don't trust you. My life is in your hands. I don't trust you. I don't trust guys. I'm not gonna do a whole bunch. No. So I feel like I always.
It's crazy because some girls will just be like,
some girls are like, I'm going. I'm like, girl,
that's why they put themselves in some sticky ass situations. But everybody each their own.
Hey, to each their own. Like, cool, girl. You want a guy to take care of you. You want to be do. But I feel like you get more in life as a woman whenever you hold that power and you hold your ground.
Yeah, because if a guy wants to leave you, let's say for instance, like you get like marriage. I'm not married. You're not married, but I've seen it. I've been around people that are married. But when a man wants to leave a woman, and she is either like doesn't have a job, and she's like maybe they have kids or something like that, or she just wants to be like, and he's the breadwinner. Basically he's the breadwinner, and then she thinks that they're always going to be together, but maybe the day comes where he wants a divorce and he doesn't want to be with her no more. She ain't got shit. Maybe she can fight her way to get money and stuff like that, but what if he doesn't really make that much money? What if he's not really a fucking millionaire, billionaire, where he can take care of your lifestyle for years? What if you can only get a lump sum money that's going to take care of you for only a year? And then what are you going to do after that? You have to get a job. You have to start, like, you know what I mean? If you would have had a job through that whole time, you would have been able to save. The one question I really wanted to ask you is,
spit it.
What makes your mindset different from other people? Like from other people, like your friends,
crazy.
relationships and stuff like that. Like what makes it different?
Well, I feel like I had to reinvent myself numerous times. So, I mean, I feel like my mind protected me from a lot of things. So I feel like I learned how to kind of put stuff away in a file. Kind of like that's one portion of my life, so I won't talk about it anymore after it happens.
I get that.
And then so I feel like every time I do something, I either try to become more vulnerable or I try to become more cautious of everything that I do. Like I'm very like if something traumatic happens to me, I take that trauma and I like build a barricade around me.
Yeah.
And then I like try to reinvent myself, and then I'll take it down once I'm like done dealing with what I have to go deal with. Like I can't surround myself around people when I'm going through things.
No,
I can't.
You can't. You have to be isolated.
My misery doesn't like company, and I don't like to bring people
I'm glad
down
you
with
do
me.
that though, because a lot of people, misery likes company. A lot of people will
no.
like drag other people
And I feel
down
like a lot
in
of
their misery.
yeah, and I
you
feel
don't.
like
You respect other people.
No. If I feel like my energy's off, I won't hang out with anybody.
That's good.
And I feel like a lot of my
you're gonna put negative energy onto the person.
yeah, and I don't want to do that. And I don't want to do
good.
that. I'm not that. I'm when I tell people like I'm really like when I feel things, I feel them, and I don't know if it's just because astrology.
No, I feel it too.
Signs,
deep
like,
feeling of it shit. Yeah.
But I read a lot like water signs, especially like we feel shit. Like my intuition is like everything to me. Like my intuition and feeling. If I have a gut feeling, like not saying that like I knew certain stuff was gonna happen to me at this moment, but I already knew like stuff was leading up to like me going into the situation that I'm in now. Like I felt it. Like my body gave me an instinct before my mind could alert me, kind of deal. Like my body gave me like a jittery vibe. Like I felt weird. I was just like not feeling right. When I start feeling like that intuitionally, then that means like something's gonna go on in my life. Like I already have a gut feeling. I've always felt like that since I was young. When I hang out with people, when I don't do things that I normally do, and I feel it in my body that it's not for me, I'm rejecting it all the way.
Absolutely.
So I feel like my mind is a little bit different from people my age, just because when I deal with trauma, I deal with it in a more, I protect myself before I go and try to vent to anybody about anything, because I can't go tell people my problems because you're not going to understand, because I don't understand what I'm going through.
Exactly.
So
that's good though. At least you're not going to be trauma dumping on people and then
no,
like,
I can't do that.
I don't like doing that.
I don't like doing that.
I'm going to figure it out myself.
I feel like
I'm going to get in tune with myself to figure it out.
I have to check my energy before anybody can check my own energy.
Exactly.
You can't tell me how to feel, and I don't like when people try to do that. And I think I said that in my first podcast too, that I learned now at the age that I am that I'm a self-critic for myself. I don't like when people try to critique me. Yeah, it's cool. It's like, okay, I can take self-criticism from people, but if it's something that I'm like already hard on myself for, what you're going to tell me, I've already told myself 10 times in my head. So like you can't tell me stuff I've already told myself. So I'm gonna sit there and I'm hard on myself. I'm a perfectionist. I'm very like, if I want something, I'm gonna go get it.
For sure.
So I feel like with my mindset, like with a lot of things, like if I don't want to be your friend anymore, I'm not gonna be your friend anymore.
You stand on what
I stand on what I'm gonna do. Like sure. I'm not gonna like, I might give you enough chances for you to like be in my life, but once you show me like this is what I'm gonna do and I'm putting it in your face, all right, I'm gonna take that and I'm gonna run with it.
Exactly.
And I feel like that's why my mindset's a little bit more different. I feel like that's why I want me to be honest, like that's why I created a podcast, because I feel like my mind it's never been like people my age. It's never been
well,
like
that's good, because I feel like there's other
all.
people that can relate to you on that, and that's why I'm glad you have this outlet so other people can be like, wow, I like what she's saying. She's so relatable. I actually like what she's saying. She seems like a person like I would be friends with if it was in person. So I'm gonna subscribe. I'm gonna like, and that's why people. I feel like, but that's why I feel like where people can connect with you on a deeper level, because you're talking about real stuff. You're being authentic. You're being real.
You know that movie Easy A with Emma Stone in it?
Yeah.
Where she has like the A on her thing. Everybody thinks she's like a whore or whatever.
Yeah, even though she never did anything.
She never did anything. So you know that she's in her room and she's like recording that thing to put online or whatever to tell people. That's how I feel with my podcast. Like I feel like everybody always had their own conception of me. Like everybody
I think everybody does that. They have their own, because your mind makes up how you think a person is, and you don't really truly know no one. You know what I mean? No. Like you really don't.
And I felt like I was always with like bringing people together. So I feel like a lot of outlets I was around, people got different versions of me. So nobody really feel like authentically knows me unless you've been around for like I let you in. Did
you ever feel like you had to like because I know for me sometimes like when I was like in my people pleaser phase, that I would have to like change like personalities depending I mask a lot. Depending who I'm with, I would always do that when I was in my people pleasing phase. And I learned in therapy, like you do that to please people around you.
I was quick to mask. Whoever I was around, no matter who, what kind of. And I feel like everybody was always like, "Oh, Kathy was
just to protect the other person, because you don't want them to feel uncomfortable." Isn't that crazy?
I've been put in a lot of situations where I thought like I'm bringing like a whole bunch of groups of people together that don't really like
That's why I don't like merging friends.
correlate with each other.
Then you have to be like,
that.
"Are you good? Are you good? Are you sure you don't like that
Yeah.
person?" Like you have to be around
Yeah.
24/7, like comforting
I
everyone.
felt like I was always
it's too
like,
much.
out of my group, like I always felt like I was the mom of the group. Like I
Yeah.
always try to make sure everybody was good. And
I feel like that
always try to-
sometimes when I'm around group
And then like
people,
I sent everybody out. Like everybody would go home. Everybody would
or
do
if
this,
like,
everybody
or
would
let's say like when somebody like is there's a big group, so everybody's talking, and then someone's trying to talk and no one's listening to them. I'm the type of person
quick,
that'll be like,
yeah.
"But what'd you say?
Yeah,
I
yeah,
want to hear
yeah.
what you said."
Yeah, I'm like,
I feel
quick to-
bad.
Yep.
I don't like feeling left out. I hate feeling left
I hate
out.
feeling left out.
I just I hate
I don't like
it.
when people
I don't
make
like
me
people
feel like I'm outside of the group. Like I don't belong with you guys. Like I don't like that. So that's why I felt like I was.
I always do
the
that to people.
girl.
That's why I make people. I want you to feel seen. I want you to feel heard. Because I've always want people to do that for me. So that's why I always do it, like to people. You know what I mean? So
Why do you feel like your mind's a little bit different than people your age?
I kind of feel like I'm relatable, like kind of to you a little bit
Oh, really?
on your situation.
I mean, that's why we're twins.
Yeah, because I just feel like maybe like I didn't really hit the growth thing until like I think when I was finishing like annoyed with high school. I think when I started listening to Gary Vee, when I started getting into that type of thing, that's when I feel like I started getting to a different mindset. Because I feel like I was listening to podcasts. I was getting to that.
I feel like my thing was, I'm the youngest out of 3 of my older siblings, mind you. They're like right behind another. Like they're literally one age right after another.
Yeah.
So I feel like me growing up, and I feel like that's all that plays another part in my mindset why it's so different from people my age is because like
You grew up with older siblings, so that kind of helped you though too to develop you a little
yeah,
bit.
because I felt like
I feel you kind of took a little bit like the negative of us, the positive of us, and kind of like took it and then like merged it.
I feel like that's what I kind of
key.
did with the entire family. Like I seen
Yeah.
what mommy did, and I seen what you did. I seen what Yamla. Like I seen what everybody did in the
But
family.
now that I
it's
feel
just
like we're older, we can all. There's no like who's young, who's that. I feel like we all
Yeah.
can learn from each other now. Because now we're
oh yeah,
on
now that I'm
thing now. There's
I'm not the baby of the family anymore.
Yeah.
Like I'm actually at the age where you guys can talk to me about shit without trying to hide everything from me and not trying to be like
Exactly.
secretive. And be like,
Exactly.
"Oh,
Yeah.
sorry." Yeah.
Mhm.
So I definitely felt like growing up, we always had a different, like when we went through stuff, even when we were hanging around everybody, nobody knew what we were going through.
Mhm.
We were quick to put on a show for everybody, but nobody really knew what we were going through at home, you know what I mean? So I felt like a lot of the times we were hanging out with people, everybody's like, oh, they're good because they're always hanging out, we're going out, we're doing this, we're sleeping over people's houses, but like nobody really knew.
I think no one knows what's going on in other people's houses. You know what I mean? I feel like a lot of people go
Yeah.
through shit, but
Yeah,
like, we weren't the type of people that would tell our friends and just like
no,
make it
we
a
never,
known thing.
I'm sorry, but for people I used to hang out with, they used to tell me their family problems all the time. They used to just
Oh, hello! I had
had
that one friendship where you already know,
Yeah, I know. Oh,
boxing
yeah,
ring and everything like that. I've seen families fight. I've seen a ton of stuff, so I know no one's like.
So that's what I mean is that like we were always like when we went through stuff in our personal, like we kept it private.
We did for sure.
Our mom taught us like that's a different life.
respected our
like
family enough to keep it private enough, not to tell our friends and other family members that are not in the
yeah, if you're not in the clique, you can't know
Mhm.
what's going. That's a separate life. I always felt like I lived a double life.
And I think that's kind of maybe that kind of plays a part why I'm so private, because I like to have like a really private life. Like I don't post my social, like my relationship. I'm not always posting like where I'm going or like I used to, because I feel like a lot of people look for validation and shit like that.
Sure.
But that's like I feel like that's like another thing why my mindset's kind of different from people like our age. You know how people have to post so much for validation, like this way, that way. Like I do it like maybe
Look at me here, look at me there. I'm on a jet ski. I'm on here. I'm on this.
Jesus Christ, live in the moment. I'm not against pictures and shit, but I feel like
dude, I'm the picture video woman. Everybody
like,
always asks me, why are you always taking so much pictures?
It's my lunch break. I'm taking gas. I'm doing this. I'm going poop. Like, bro, we don't need to know every second of what the fuck you're doing. I just got a new car. Just got a new apartment. Bro, you're 34. You're supposed to have a fucking apartment. What the fuck is going on around these streets? Like, bro, you don't have to post every accomplishment. Like, don't you want to keep some shit? I don't know. That shit annoys me because I feel like no one like
gives
keeps
me
shit
the ick.
private nowadays.
No, nobody's
They
spontaneous.
need like validation from people they used to go to school with.
Yeah, nobody's
Congrats, bro. You know how to talk to you in like 20 years. Like, bro, I don't know
Nobody's
you.
mysterious anymore. It's not like it's not, nobody's spontaneous. You don't get that, like, I don't know.
There's no mystery, nothing.
No
That's why I like to post once in a while.
Like,
I post a little picture here, there, you know what I'm saying?
If I post, I ain't there.
I know. You never post your location where you're at. That's what I'm saying.
If
If I'm on
I'm posting
vacation,
up-
I'm not posting when I'm on vacation. I'm gonna post when I
Baby,
get
I
back to the
left.
crib.
I left. I've been gone there from like a week ago. Like I ain't even there
Exactly.
anymore. So baby, I'm at a new location. I ain't even there.
That's
Like,
one thing that makes my mind so different from other people. The whole seeking validation from other people, like
maybe
it's a
because we're
different-
just really cautious with what we're very maybe growing like back to like feeling that like we've always been our life has always been like very secured. We're very like private. We do this a certain way. We do that a certain way.
I'm not against people because some people like that. Because I get it. I have a TikTok and I like to post, but I don't post what I do. I post like little quotes and
but
stuff
like
like
your
that.
everyday continuous like what are you looking for?
Yeah, I know.
What are you looking for?
You know those, and you know the type of
looking
people
for
that do that
something
too.
that is just like you want a good job, or you want like a oh my god you're awesome, or you want to swipe up like
Yeah, exactly.
Shit.
I think I passed that stage. That shit was like in middle school, dude.
I passed that shit. I mean, honestly, people be like, "Oh my god, you're posting so much now." No, I really
not
just
really.
post
It's for
because I'm
mostly for your business though. It's not really you posting yourself. I mean, you're posting yourself. You don't post where you're at. You don't post you eating somewhere. You don't post where your friends every 5 seconds. Like, oh my god, I love John. I love all these people. Like, no, dude.
You said John today.
Well, because you were just hanging out with him, so I just thought about it.
I love John though. He's my god.
Shout out to John.
John.
And that video you watched, that's why it reminded me of him. So I was like, oh god.
When he was like, "Buy me your fucking toenails."
Oh, sorry.
Hey guy.
But you know what I mean, right? It's just like it seems like a whole
No,
validation
I don't
type
like.
of
It's a valid.
thing. I don't
Everybody
know.
needs a validation.
It's fucking weird, dude.
So bad how much. I don't care what anybody says. If you're posting online for something, you're posting to look for validation from somebody. You're looking for somebody to give you that like kudos.
I agree, yeah.
You're looking for somebody to give you that like,
mhm.
oh my god, so awesome. Like,
I've seen it, yeah.
For me, bro, once you put I'm telling you, people need to learn how to be in solitude. You learn how to be in solitude, it's a whole nother world. It's a whole nother world.
I feel like I haven't
really.
I mean, I kind of reached it, but then I think I can be by myself, where it's not feeling like loneliness, where it's not feeling miserable, because solitude means that you're good with being alone.
You're okay with being by yourself.
And it's actually a positive
your thoughts
thing.
are okay with being
exactly.
You can sit in your thoughts.
Sometimes some people
like...
can't because they let their thoughts race, and you start overthinking. That's why the loneliness gets confusing with the solitude, because people think. Because I think loneliness can be negative. No, that's what I just said. Yeah.
No. I'm meaning like people don't know that that's not.
I know that's why they get confused, because they're like loneliness, solitude. Even though they both mean alone.
Like, oh, I bet you're lonely.
One's positive. One's like people look at loneliness more negatively. I guess
feel like loneliness is like when you're craving. You're craving like either physical or connection with somebody. Like I feel like you're craving like that validation and acceptance from somebody. So you're lonely.
Why do you think a lot of people have to be around a big group of people all the time?
I can't.
I need my space.
Battery drains.
Thank you. And that's why I feel like my mindset's a little bit different too. The whole
I'm quick to bring up a social battery. I'm like, nah, I can't do it anymore.
That's why I really don't like inviting people over my house.
I kick people out.
I can't.
I'm like, oh, I'm going.
I'd rather go over somebody else's house, because then I can say when I want to leave. But I feel like it's hard kicking people out sometimes. You know what I mean?
I love it now.
No,
I do it all the time.
Yeah.
Maybe because I never really had people over.
Yeah.
I never had friends over, nothing like that. I was very cautious with my life, so I was like, I want to know where I live. Like I'm acting like I got a bail on my head or something. Like somebody's looking for me. Jesus Christ. I got money.
No, I get it. I just like to be alone. I don't like big groups. Like if it's a big group, then if
I'm hanging out with people here, I look at the time. I'm like, all right, so y'all got places to go. Like y'all got this ain't a hotel. This ain't a motel.
Exactly. Some people don't
like
have social cues, so they're not gonna know when to leave or when you feel uncomfortable for them to leave.
Yeah, no, I'm quick.
It's like the time is clicking, brother.
Baby, I'm ready for you to kick
yeah,
out.
some people don't get the cues. They really don't.
Even when I'm out, I'm gonna do an Irish leave. I'm gonna just dip and nobody's gonna know. I'm gonna be like, bye.
I love doing those. I don't like saying bye. I just like to go.
I hate
some people think,
people.
she didn't say bye. Like, it's
That's
not that
so
serious,
rude.
dude. I'll see you next time. It's not that serious.
It's not that serious. You can just text me, hey, I just saw you left. I wish people were more considerate about what other people go through.
No, they're not.
People don't like to be in a lot of large group settings. Some people don't like. Not everybody likes to be around people.
I don't like being around people.
I hate being around people.
And people take that offensive. Oh,
people take that so
Samantha's being a bitch. Da, 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 da. Like,
she has an attitude. Look at her face.
I know.
Oh my God, she doesn't want to be here. Like,
bitch,
bro.
my social battery wears out, and I want to go home to my blankie and to my talkies and just go on the couch and watch a good show. That's it. I don't want to
sit home.
I don't want to be around
TV.
nobody. I just need my space. I love my space for sure.
I need my space 90% of the time, because if I don't get my space and I'm around people too much, I get irritated.
My energy gets
like
sucked.
My energy gets
because when I'm around a lot of people, I want to entertain them. But you want to entertain them, don't you? I'm
like
that type of person. I'm like, I want to entertain everybody. I want everybody to have a good time.
Look at me juggle.
And then by the time it's there, I'm leaving. I'm like, my fucking battery's drained, and I cannot think. I cannot do anything.
Love to talk.
Bro, they'll talk your fucking head off. But I think it's more because they're taking your energy. Like when you haven't hung out with somebody for a long time, and they want to get to know every fucking what's been going on the last
dude, this is not
in your
like
life. The questions. So what you been up to? Who you been dating? What you been doing?
Oh my god. What's happening? What's going on?
Fucking
what else
dude,
happened?
Do
you want to know my emotions? You want to know what my last
So they
period
suck
was?
all the energy
Are you
out
my
of you.
doctor? Should you see my cooch now?
I know.
Oh my god.
It's too much, bro.
It's too much sometimes.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm so glad that our mindsets are not like everybody else's. That's saying you'll get to that point. Everybody gets to that point in life where they wake the fuck up. You're gonna have that moment.
Reality
no matter if
check,
you're
baby.
30, no matter if you're 40, no matter if you're in your 50s, no matter if you're like 85 on your deathbed, dude. You're gonna have that moment where you're gonna wake up and be like,
it's okay to be alone. It's okay to not post every 5 seconds of where the fuck you're at. It's okay to not have a lot of friends.
Validation
It's
and
okay.
go
It's
text
okay.
everybody about what you're doing and FaceTiming people and calling people and like, bro, read a book.
I know.
Go
Get
outside,
to
do something.
Get to know yourself a little better.
And
I'm pretty sure you don't.
You know, your mind gets uncomfortable whenever you like are around like a lot of like I don't want to call them something else. Like around a lot of like
Uneducated or
closed-minded people.
There you go.
That's the word I was looking for.
That's a good. Yeah.
Closed-minded
people for sure.
Your mind gets drained whenever you're around closed-minded people because you feel like your body like automatically it rejects their spirit.
Well, you have to keep on elaborating yourself. You have to be like, and they get so defensive.
This is what I mean when I say this.
And like, they get so defensive too because they're so closed-minded. Well, what do you mean? What do you mean by that? They're like, they're ready to defensive already. Like, dude, open your mind up a little bit and think of stuff from different perspective because not only your fucking world and it's not only your mind, buddy.
I need you to do this. I need you to go like this. Open the mind up because there's too many people that are closed-minded right now.
I know. That's why maybe that's why I kind of struggle with finding good girlfriends because a lot of people that I've ran into are very closed-minded. They're not interested in the stuff that I'm interested in. I try to be interested in the stuff that they're interested in, but they're not interested in the stuff that I'm interested in. So it's just a back and forth.
And I feel like girls are so in competition with each other and trying to be so perfect.
I'm not. It's so weird because you know me, I've always been that type of girl that when I had friends, I always taught them how to do makeup, hair. I like a girl, like if they need help, I want to help them, like to feel confident about themselves. But I never got that energy back. So I was like, let me fucking stop this because like why am I making everybody look so good and make them feel good when no one's
people up
making
and, like,
me feel good about that stuff. And that's when the people pleasing thing kind of shut down a little bit because I'm like absolutely
I had to be like, sorry, the voicemail box
exactly. Like, some people just be taking your energy and your personality and putting it in your pocket.
And I feel like a lot of people are not okay to fail. Like a lot of people don't let themselves fuck up. Like a lot of people are trying to post so much about their lives and vacationing and doing all this amazing stuff and going here and going there, and I'm just like, but is that the life you're really living?
Let's click to that one.
But is that the life you're really living?
Don't let that social media shit go over your head.
Because at the end of the day,
not a lot of people talk about that stuff. They just make it seem. I feel like low key, like social media is a thief of like a lot of people compare themselves.
It's a thief of joy.
Mm-hmm.
People think happiness is posting on social media. It's not happiness.
And whatever everybody else is posting, they have to like get onto that wave too. It's like everybody gotta hop on the same wave. I don't want to be on the same wave as y'all. I'm good.
This is the lane I'm going on because I'm gonna take the express route to somewhere else because I don't like being in the same category. I really try to be so much different than people because I hate being the same as everybody else. Like I love when people
not a lot of people have their own mindsets.
I love when people tell me like you're so unique. Like my favorite comment ever when people come in my house is like, oh my god, your house is like so cool. Like,
yeah, your
so
house
different.
is different. Yeah.
And I'm just like, because at the end of the day, I want my house to express what my mind looks like half the time, and this is exactly what it looks like.
So what about my house? I got that white and black and stuff. Mine's just real elegant.
Modern.
Yeah, mine's elegant type of.
You've always been like that though. You've always been a very like, in my mind.
I don't like colors. Yeah.
That's you. Yeah, that's literally my head. I'm like, what am I gonna do today? Like I don't even like. Yeah. I'm just. You've always been like the. Oh my god, I schedule. Like
I have to be
literally,
structured.
how opposites we were. She got AB honor roll. I got citizenship. That's how opposite we were, bro. Like that's how crazy opposite we
It's
were.
about I have to have structure. I feel like then I'm gonna go
She
crazy.
pushed me out of the car because we were late to school and
I cannot be
elementary
late.
school.
I cannot be late.
She was a patrol and she had to like shove me out of the car because she was late, and I'm over here like not caring. I didn't even give a shit if I was late to class.
Yeah, you're bad in school. That's why.
No, I was, and that's.
Yeah, that's where we're so different though, but no big deal.
We were yin and yang.
We
We're like
definitely
PB and J. We're like, give me another one. Give me another one. Give me another one. Salt and pepper.
Salt
Give
and
me another
pepper.
one. Give me another one.
I don't really know. You said all the good ones.
Bonnie and Clyde. Well, those are relationships.
I know the relationship. Damn, what the hell?
Oh, you're my boyfriend.
Oh my god.
But yeah, we covered topics of finding friends in your 20s.
Absolutely.
Our sister relationship, trauma. We actually covered a lot of good topics.
Yeah,
in
we
this
did.
one. I'm really happy we did. So thank you so much for coming on our podcast.
Thank you for having me.
It's been great.
It's been a great experience here.
Please subscribe and like as always if you want more content. We will be dropping. Well, I will be dropping that week. I just feel comfortable with her having her. I'm like we, but I will be dropping every Wednesday at 10 p.m. as always. Please love yourself. Stay in tune. Get out of your mind. Enjoy being in solitude. Keep the people that you love around. As always. Shout out to my girl for coming on the episode 2. Shout out to my BFF, my full lifer, my everything, my world. If you mess with her, I'm coming for you. That's it. All right.
That's it.
That's it. That's
Thank you for having me. It's been great.
It's been a pleasure and love you all. And we're out.
Signing off.